But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. Wide 80. What's that?
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 MT. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. 12. 180. Plays hot.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
12. Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. Here's Corliss Waitman now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. Right in.
Now Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
On 1, ready? 11 MT. Stop.
A give left side for P. Ryan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Here we go.
And Chase will go in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Let's get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time in a Cincinnati 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Gun. Stop.
They run it with P. Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go. God.
Up the middle, here's P-Ryan. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. God.
A toss play. Here's P-Ryan. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. But I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Fights loose. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Win 18.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
On 2. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Stop.
They'll hand it to P-Ryan. He's got it to the 43 here. Now a stoppage as Samaje P-Ryan appears to have been shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
They'll run the draw with Brooks. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
In motion left, Hardman. Now it's Burrow. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming in. He's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 in a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. and they get one here in the passing game.
On play action, now Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Well, that one's touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
258, jump out! Hey, check 26. Check 30.
Rodgers again now.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a gain of 8.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Big 13. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a yard. Running left, it's Warren.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, 88. Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run out of the gun with blitz here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 60. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Steelers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rodgers going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They toss it to Warren. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Green 18.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Inside. Blue 58. Hey, 88. 88.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Green 18.
Now Rodgers. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On the give, it's Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Here's Warren. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down and goal to go.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Look at the 8. Jump out. Look again.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bengals 24, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They've got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On one, ready?
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
180. Like hot. Hot.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
11, right 80, 11, Thomas, 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Play action. It's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
Inside. Easy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Inside. 318. Get 300. Get 300. Teammate.
Rodgers now to throw. A short one there to Farmer. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
10-30. 318. 150. Inside. 319.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
58! Yeah, this. 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Here's Burrow setting up and throwing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On
the run, it's Warren. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7.
No. Jip. 319. Hey, 88. 630. Look again.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
58. Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out!
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Live. 26. Inside.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Let's get set. Hey, can. Stop.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bengals, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.